Welcome to this Maths Made Easy video on circumcircles. And to start with, let's just take a look at this diagram to help us visualise what a circumcircle is. So a circumcircle is a circle which passes through all three vertices of a triangle, and we can see this quite clearly here using this diagram. So we have this vertex here, let's say that's A, we have this vertex here, let's say that's B, and finally we have this vertex here, and let's say that's C then. Okay, so it's a circle which passes through all three vertices of a triangle. Now, there's a few interesting properties here of a circumcircle, and the first thing you may actually notice from the diagram here is that the perpendicular bisectors here of the lengths of the triangle, so the sides here, or the edges we should say, that's here, this point here, this point here, and this point here. These are all our perpendicular bisectors. Okay, this is where it cuts through exactly halfway between B and C, C and A and B. What you might notice here is that these perpendicular bisectors all meet in the middle here. Okay, and this is really important because what this gives us, if we can find the equation of two of these lines here, or two of these perpendicular bisectors, is we can find the centre then. All we need to do then is find where they intersect each other. So that's the importance there of our circle theorems, finding the perpendicular bisectors, and like we said, it's no coincidence here that they all meet in the middle. So to find the centre, like we just said, you simply find two of the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle and find where they exist by intersecting. And the radius here, well, that's simply from our centre here in blue to a point on the triangle. Okay, be very careful here that you don't measure from the centre to this point here. Be very, very careful for that. Remember, the radius is from our centre to a point on the circumference. So we can do this in a different colour just to make it clear. So we go from our centre here until we touch this point here, and that's our radius there. Okay, so to find the radius, we simply go from the centre to a vertex. Okay, so what you need to do first then is work out the centre using the method we've just mentioned with the perpendicular bisectors, and then you just work out the length from the centre to a point on the circumference. And again, we can visualise this over here. That's also the radius. That should clearly be a straight line, but that's the radius there. And again here, we have the radius again here. Okay, so that's the importance there of the circumcircle. And typical questions here that you might see would be, for example, being given all three vertices of a triangle and then being asked to find the equation of the circle. So that concludes this Maths Made Easy video on circumcircles.